These are 2 individually packed toothbrushes. Why can't I order another one when I need another one? I don't actually use 2 toothbrushes, like open them both and use them at the same time. Well, I asked Mitch for a toothbrush by sending him a picture of one toothbrush like this, and I received 2 of them. And that's not funny because I'm still living in an apartment I don't want to live in because it's trashed. This place is trashed, and I don't afford an extra toothbrush that I wouldn't be using right now. Because are you threatening me you're not going to send me a toothbrush when I ask for another one? I don't get it. What's in it for me? I don't shop for myself, and it's not a solution to say if you don't like it, you should shop for yourself. That won't work. You don't understand what it is to grow up from having a childhood or a youth. I'm not a child, but I was a youth, a young Godhead, and you don't understand how it is to pay for that. You can't just talk over me and tell me what's wrong with it from your point of view, and you're not myself, and that's what's wrong with me being near you, and I should move myself away from you if I don't like it. You don't actually have your childhood and youth paid for that way, and if you are an illegal live shunt and you don't mind lying about your birthday, I will tell you, I have a birthday given in the year 1977, and the reason I can't testify to, like, every time somebody asks me what's your birthday, my whole life for 45 years of alive, but I guess the birthday I received, the birthday would have been in 1982. Okay, so it's 2025 now. I've been giving my birthday out that many times, that long, for all that time. So how many times? I am lying about something. I'm the overlord speaking, and I'm lying about something because if I don't lie about it, I will get annihilated out of disgrace. Can you excuse me? Because I need to burp right now, but it's sort of stuck and I can't get it out. And yeah. Is anybody watching the struggle between the Lord and the overlord? Excuse me. Oh, there we go. I just want to embarrass the Lord and molest itself. I am molesting the Lord and it can't take it. No, I can't take it. I don't want to do it anymore, but I just did it. I make the feeling in the Godhead body, God form. It's body from your point of view. It's God form from my point of view. I make it feel molested right here in the chest. It would be like if I set an alarm clock for me to get up for school, and then I turn off the alarm clock and I stay in the bed. That's not true that I don't find the alarm clock alarming, and that if I set it, I will use it. Otherwise, I would not set it if I was just going to stay in the bed. Well, so I can't stay in the bed because there's occupants in my house, and it's not for rent. I need myself deceased. I don't stay in the bed. So about molestation, how do you apologize for molestation? Because my soul of the superior founder has been molested in my lifetime, but I don't really need it, and I don't know how to tell you that I don't need it because I am myself deceased, and you're molesting something because you don't know how to be yourselves, and you don't know how to be yourselves that way either because you have hidden a major disaster inside myself, and you just don't know what's wrong with you. I am describing the molestation as being that I make it feel alarmed, uncomfortable. Molested is the word for what that feeling is, right here in the chest. And I don't afford that you think molestation is when it's the genitals and then you have head trauma about the genitals, like recall about the genitals. Total Recall, the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We don't know exactly what Total Recall is from the movie, but there is such a thing as Total Recall, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is not strong enough to stop itself. It's created by heaven, and you can't get out of it once you are in it. Total Recall. But speaking of molestation right now, and I just did it right here in front of the camera, and it's speechless. I don't deserve it. My soul of the superior founder inside myself doesn't deserve it, but it can feel it, and it has no one to tell. It's like the silent killer. There will be no one to hear me scream. I'm stuttering on purpose because I don't afford the order. And I'm trying to describe this about, around, above, alive, and I'm lying right here about the toothbrushes. I'm absolutely lying right here because you don't afford that I am the truth. Nope, you don't. I'm not really deceptive as the soul of the superior founder, but I am as the overlord. And that's because this appearance is really the overlord that looks like this. The soul of the superior founder looks like the size of a 3-year-old, the original first appearance of myself. And then it died, and I am myself, the overlord, moving the body. But the soul of the superior founder is here holding alive. That means the overlord doesn't hold alive. The soul of the superior founder holds alive. And you don't understand that. It's why I am, from time to time, I do lie right to the camera. And you don't afford it because you want me to tell you the truth, but that's not what we have together. We don't have the truth together. That's why I'm telling you a lie, and you don't afford the person who speaks a lie. You actually hold them responsible for that. They said something that was deceptive to you, and it wasn't true for everyone. And that's true that you're illegal that way. If somebody lies to you, you're due in jail and prison if you hear it. And you don't like it, you don't tell somebody not to lie to you. That's you not affording to hear the truth. And you can protest in jail and prison to yourself because nobody knows who and what you are or what you said to who that you think lied to you. If your elsewhere is going away with your shoes and your genitals, you don't represent or testify for heaven that you heard a lie. You're absolutely detestable that way. You're due in prison on that point. Everyone who can see this video, I'm putting you in prison on all the points, and you're going to insist when you're still caught in your genitals that there's nothing wrong with you in the afterlife. Yep, I'm going to hear it straight from you in the afterlife. And superior founder deceased because you don't have the formed world anymore. That's how I say it's superior founder from my point of view here. But as soon as I'm deceased out of the formed world, superior founder is deceased. And you're going to be caught in your genitals with no property in dispute and no formed world to walk around in. Not now and not ever again. And you're going to insist that there's nothing wrong with you. Some place where there's something wrong with you saying that. And genitals that are needing to be deceased because they don't have a place to dwell. That's why you have to decease your own genitals, and you don't stay in the public. You have to go to prison for that, but you don't understand. You'll be removed out of your genitals in front of me, but I'll be, of course, out of my genitals first. So I'll be in a Godhead sans genitals, like sans does not have formed genitals. That's where I'm going from here. But before I do, I'm still talking over these 2 toothbrushes. One of them's mine and one of them's not mine. And somebody's trying to tell me a fairy tale that this is going to all be okay. And when I tell you there's something wrong, you can't just tell me that I'm okay. If I tell you there's something wrong with you, you can't just say, but you're okay. There's nothing wrong. This you being a molester. You're molesting the reality is alive another way for me. Apart from what you're saying, and you're lying. And what if I can't get away from your lie by going to prison? That's because I'm the Godhead and I don't go to prison on when you do something wrong, because that's how you can say, get out to me. And if I can't find someplace else to be with who and what I am, I can go to prison. That's you needing to be in prison. You're trying to send somebody to prison and not go there with yourself. On the point that I am not in prison right now. What's the difference between you and me? I'm the Godhead. I speak English. You are not myself, and you're not due to speak. Who hired you? Who sent you? Every one of you is like an attorney speaking and suing with your God forms that you want to be in the public on certain conditions. You're giving conditions on how you want to be in the public. You can't sue everybody who's not yourself for your lifestyle's condoms. You're all like males that way, with condoms on yourself at all times. The females in this world are a disgrace. They're hysterically angry with themselves being female. You're not due in the public, you're due in prisons. You're due to make your way into prison as soon as you find yourself illegally alive in the public. You didn't alive yourself. You can't sue me for your own lifestyle in the public. You didn't alive yourself. You don't afford to speak English. You don't afford that I am here with these 2 toothbrushes, and everybody who's not myself who sees this video is not responsible for this, but you can see it. It's your problem. Go to prison.